Good evening, everybody. Welcome
What's
to
up,
another
guys?
episode of Supernatural Twinkie Speak. Tonight, our cream filling will be Kevin from Sixth Sense Paranormal LLC. Yeah,
Oh,
we've already started this party, people, so you already know. Welcome to the porch here in Atlanta. Glad we could have you tonight. If you get a
well,
chance, give me a share out there. Let's get everybody in here so they get the opportunity to meet Kevin. And of course, I have my wonderful, loving sister Sheila Brown on tonight.
what's
She's
up,
the other
sis?
half of the Twinkie. Hey, Vicky, how you doing? As you know, y'all, many of you have seen me on a couple of episodes. You know, I'm wearing my gear for Sixth Sense Paranormal. That Kevin was nice enough. He sent me a great Christmas present. Don't tell them. So we're gonna get to it. I know Sherry will probably be here soon. Kevin was hey Ashley. Kevin was nice enough to take time off from his second job as a adult entertainer to join us this evening. Sheila got off the goat, so we're here to get started.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, we had to do a little rescheduling. I've been fortunate enough to get to talk to Kevin. I know he went through about where he was sick for a little while himself, just like I was. It's been a rough. Oh my Lord, we are so fortunate. We have the famous Squatch Man in chat tonight.
Hey,
Uh,
Greg.
Thanks
Hey,
for joining
baby. I
us,
love you,
Squatch.
man.
I call him Uncle Squatch Man. He's the best. Hey, Sherry. Um,
Hey,
Kevin, you get
Squash
to
Man.
meet a lot of my loving family tonight in here in chat. Greg Yost has been, he's taught us a lot.
I love him.
He's a great guy, so I'm glad to have him
I
on
can't
here.
wait to get
Hey,
back to see
Denise.
him. Hey, Denise.
Denise, you can't figure out why you're Midnight Wolfpack tonight. So if you see any weird posts, it's from Denise. Just know that, Kevin. So we'll go ahead and get jumped on in here. Well, Kevin, I know you said you're stuck in a what? You're not stuck. Y'all are real people. Y'all get real snow. So, y'all got about a foot of snow? You said.
Somewhere between a foot and 20 inches, yeah.
Oh yeah, you can keep all that.
Mm-mm. I'm out. Thank you, but no.
No, no.
Hell no. 40
Mm-mm.
degrees is too much for me, man.
Well,
Well,
today
what
was
I
the heat
wanted.
wave at 34.
Well,
Oh,
it's like 18 here now, so.
yeah. Well, y'all are still getting snow up in Tennessee though. So
Yeah, it just started here, dude. So we're in for it for 24 hours. And the ice
well,
is going to come later.
since like I was telling y'all earlier, my good friend Shannon Rogers, she's stuck at the best place she could be at the Jefferson Hotel out in Jefferson, Texas, which is a beautiful location. I actually am looking forward to having their tour guide on the show coming up soon, who is their 12-year-old daughter, and she's one of the best. So we're looking forward to that. So I guess I'm going to
Awesome.
start the show off with a question, Kevin. If you had to get stuck anywhere, where would you want to be stuck?
Good question. I got a couple bucket list places, but I'd say if I had to get stuck someplace, Waverly Hills.
Well, I can tell you, it's beautiful in the snow, even with the ice. If it wasn't for Todd Eskew, my brother, I probably would have slid down the hill. And it is cold as hell. But I could say, yeah, that'd probably be one of my top. But I think I'd want to get snowed in Tombstone.
That'd
Sheila?
be a nice place.
Oh, man. What's the, where the Confederate, not the Confederate, but where they had the war? Gettysburg.
Oh, you want to get snowed in Gettysburg?
Oh,
Yeah, man. That's where I'd
Yeah,
love to be at. Yeah.
that would be kind of cool.
yeah.
Or we could get, or, if we wanted to make some money, we could get snowed in at a haunted strip club.
No. No, look, most people we see now are naked. So look, I don't want to go into a strip club and see nowhere. I'm good.
And the question would it be real money or spirit money?
See,
Yes, I
indeed.
do, Vicky. Vicky knows I'm a huge Doc Holliday, Wyatt Earp person. So I don't know if I'd want to see him on the pole though, Vicky. That could be kind of awkward.
See, it's just some things. You don't want
No,
to see, man.
no. Well, now,
So I'm
Kevin,
curious. How did you come up with your name? What brought you to the name?
Well, basically, anything dealing with the paranormal, whatever senses you have, whether you can see spirits, you can hear them, whatever it may be, it's a sixth sense. So that's how I came up with the name.
Awesome.
and how long has your group been in existence?
Just over a year.
Okay. Well, you had another group though before that, didn't you?
I've been on 3 groups. So I've been an investigator for 3 or 4 years now.
How far have you traveled? What's the furthest you've gone?
So far, Randolph County Infirmary and Edinburgh Manor.
Ooh, awesome.
How'd you feel about Randolph?
Yeah.
Love it. We're going back in November for 2 days.
Oh,
You would pick the coldest time, but I forgot. That's barbecue weather for people like you.
Yes. Yes, it is.
It's the only time they had available for 2 days.
Well,
that's awesome.
Yeah, I guess I can't really say nothing. We've done brushy, and it started snowing, and the only thing I could think of is thank God that this is not an operational prison and it's snowing and I get stuck here. That would be a little.
No, if it was an operational prison, at least we'd be warm. Dude, we froze to death.
Well, no, because fresh meat.
No, girl, I'll be up in there chatting them up. What's up, man?
You got 2 choices going in. You're either somebody's bitch or you take over. I'm taking over.
I'm taking over, but listen, man, I'm having a good time while I'm there.
I'm going to be the pod boss real quick. I'm going to have the whole commissary. I'm going to be running shit.
Well, yeah, racking up the money.
And how large is your group, Kevin?
Well, right now we have about 12 people.
And are these like family members or friends that you brought in, or people how did you set your group up?
Basically, I put an ad on Facebook, and people mentioned that they were interested, so I interviewed them, and if they seemed like a good fit, then I'll bring them on.
You never know who you're going to get sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Life's like
I think we've all had that one. I think we've all had that one experience that went down the wrong hole, shall we say?
Yeah.
Just one?
Yeah. Okay, maybe there was 2. But I was so solo for so long. You know what I'm saying?
I have one experience.
You never know. You never know. Now, and do you all cover all aspects of supernatural, or is your focus? Stop it, Denise, with the wrong hole. At least it's not the wrong pole. Or are you basically just more towards the spirit communication side?
Right now, we're basically just to the spirit communication side of it. I want to branch off into looking for Sasquatch and the
I'm
Beast
telling
of
you,
Bray Road.
Once you ever do it the first time, man, it's on. It's happening.
That's why my wife made me this cup.
Oh
I
man, that's
love it.
awesome.
Oh my
Love
God.
it.
Denise, did you see it? It's got the finger.
I love it.
Oh, look, okay, guys. So after the show's over, make sure you go give Kevin a friend request. Make sure you find 66 Paranormal LLC, not to be confused with the other one. And maybe if you're really nice, you can order one of those wonderful cups, and you too can have the bird.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Well, we've got the perfect hookup for you when you want to break into that.
Okay.
Absolutely. Greg is
What
the
are
best.
some of, I know you told me a little bit about the location that you are a part of or were a part of. Are you still running those events or going to be doing them this year?
Yeah, we plan on hosting tours again. It's at Carson's Inn Hotel in Kiwani. Right now, the hotel is closed for the holidays. He went back home, but as soon as he comes back and he opens up, we plan on starting tours again.
All right. I'm about to pop out, guys. I'm going to pop back in.
Vicky, my favorite place to go squatching. I haven't started yet.
I'm
Yeah,
back.
we go up to Indiana, so it's a pretty happening place there where we go.
Well, we need to make sure. When does your season start at that location, Kevin?
Should be starting up here in March or April.
Okay. We need to make sure we stay in touch on that level because, we're always down for a road trip.
Okay.
We're not gonna accidentally almost hit any horses in your area, are we?
Maybe a cow or two.
Oh, Jesus. That's all I need.
Have you ever known a black horse to just saunter ass across a road at 4 o'clock in the morning? Just saunter. No other horses around.
It looked like Eeyore.
Yeah, just out of nowhere, a black horse. Only us.
I don't know. Kevin might
Maybe
be brave enough to ride
Tennessee,
with
I
us.
don't know, dude.
You guys don't scare me.
Him and his wife would be like, "What have we gotten into? Why
What?
did we do this?" Because does your wife investigate too?
Yes.
Okay, so you
Awesome.
couldn't ask for better than that.
She never believed in it until she's got with me.
How did that? I want to hear about that because since we are related, Denise and Ernie Pack. We love a good paranormal love story.
Uh-huh.
How did that all come about? Like, did you all meet because of the paranormal, or
No. we actually met on Yahoo Personals and started dating. I told her I could see things, and she actually lived by herself in an apartment one time, and I was over there watching movies, and she told me right out, if I see anything, don't tell her. All of a sudden, a shadow walks by. I turn my head and watch it. Turn back to the TV. She looked at me and said, "You saw something, didn't you?" I said, "You told me not to tell you."
oh wow, what was her first experience like? Like, were y'all at a particular location, or just being around you is what?
Basically, being around me is her only experiences. We have quite a bit that goes on in our own house.
And how frequently do those happen?
It comes and goes.
Okay.
So, sometimes I don't know if there's a portal here or something. You don't investigate your own house, so
Yeah, it's not a good idea to. I'm not gonna say that it hasn't happened. Yeah, like just
No.
I haven't done it again.
But
But
we, we get shadows here. We got a cat that comes back every so often. We can hear him jump off the chairs onto the kitchen floor. I actually just saw him 2 nights ago again.
Wow. Yeah, Denise and Ernie
that's
have a black
awesome.
cat.
Yeah, they have a
That-
black cat.
Now, did you have a cat that
Yeah.
it might have been yours?
Yeah, it was ours.
Oh, that's awesome. The cat's not left. My dog's here sometimes. Like,
So
you
is
know,
mine.
mine scares the crap out of me though, because she was little and I'll be sitting there and my other dogs will start going nuts. And then I look and then phew, right past, I'm like, that better not have been a rat. That better have been the ghost dog.
Yeah, mine look on back of the couch and on back of the chairs. I'm like, okay. And I
Like,
can
hey,
feel
how
her
you
walking
doing?
sometimes too. So, yeah.
Well, you know, is that, I mean, do you know, have you lived there for a long time?
20 some years.
Well, yeah, I think you pretty much know. Any historic stuff near where you're at?
Nothing really. Only thing I can think of is the land with Native Americans.
And that in itself is enough.
Yeah,
Yep.
it is.
Just saying. I mean, well, now I guess I'll move on. We'll stop talking about Kevin's personal life. We're going to let him get out of this Twinkie situation. I don't think his wife would appreciate it. Now I do know that you like to do a lot for the community and give back.
Yes.
What kind of plans do you have for this year?
We'll probably do Christmas again for needy family. We did one last year for a family that we did a house cleansing for. That we actually worked with them for quite a while. We're talking about starting up a charity that eventually I would want other paranormal teams to get involved with.
Sorry, I got kicked out again. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now
Well,
I
that's
can actually
awesome.
hear. Well, he's got
That's
big
awesome.
plans. I see him doing a lot
Yeah.
in the future.
The charity is kind of on hold right now because of it costs money to start a nonprofit.
Yes, that has been one of the issues that I've had. They like give up all your money just to help people. Like that should be something you should just be able to do.
Right.
You know, we have a lot of homeless here, and you know, if you try to do anything to help them, you get a ticket.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, you know, would you rather people be out here starving? They've got kids.
Right.
You know, there's so many veterans, you know, that they didn't ask to be in this position.
No.
So in the future, guys, that's one person you need to reach out to is Kevin. If you know, want to help some people out, you know, he knows people that need help. Give him a ring, donate. And if you don't have his information and you can't find it, get in touch with me. I'll make sure you find him. I think, you know, and we've talked a little bit about some of your ideas, and I think it's going to be, I can't wait to see you up and running and making that happen,
man.
you know. And
Yeah.
we're on board. We're on board to help you.
Absolutely. Proud of you, man.
Yeah. Eventually, I want to get 1 or 2 teams in every state involved within the charity. That way, we can go nationwide, like American Red Cross did. And
That's
Yep.
awesome idea.
Yeah. When he told me about it, I was like, hell yeah. I mean, there's a lot of us
Absolutely.
that try to help, but we really don't know where to get started. And
the main thing is putting it in the hands of people you know that are going to help.
Right. People you can trust.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And then like I understand there's a lot of organizations out there. I myself would much rather give to the person in need straight away.
Right.
So, and there's nothing like seeing their faces when, you know,
Right.
especially if there's kids involved, they like have lost all hope, and then you show up and they're just like, it makes
Yep.
your heart feel good.
It
Right.
does.
Yeah.
It does.
We're not just out here chasing ghosts, you know, we're
No,
we're trying to make a difference in the world.
Yeah,
Well-
I'd rather make a difference and give to my community any day is to hunt a ghost. I mean, you know, I love hunting ghosts, but you know, if somebody needs help, I'm all in, man. Let's do it.
Well, that's just it. Most of us got into the paranormal to help people.
Yep.
Whether it's
Absolutely.
private investigations, house cleansings, whatever.
Absolutely.
And Kevin was the one that brought something to my attention that has been brought up by several people now. Excuse me. And I talked about it on my show with Rich. Kevin was the first person to tell me about these people out here charging people.
Out
Oh,
what?
yeah.
Charging people.
Yeah, there's teams out there. We actually have one in Green Bay, Wisconsin that charges people for private investigations and stuff. And I know there's a couple in California that do, and their prices are astronomical.
Yeah. We're talking it like, what was it, like $650 for a house cleanse?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
They're in it for the wrong reason, dude.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
That's not right.
Mm-mm. I mean, what people like, I'll be honest with you. I'm not saying that rich people don't have problems, but 9 times out of 10, if you have a residential, we're lower income people. If we had that kind of money, we just damn move.
Right.
And sometimes, you know, just as well as I do, it's not about moving, it's the person.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Or
my experience is most of these people that need house cleansings or have negative entities in their houses, they're lower income. They can't afford to move. So you go there and charge them money to help them out. Doesn't make any sense either.
That's not helping. That's taking advantage.
Yeah. It's just bad. It's bad business.
It is.
I
mean, I would never think about charging someone to do their house, man. That, you know, you're doing them a favor.
Right.
You're helping them. I mean, my God, you know, some of these people have struggled for a long time. Their kids have been affected, and you know, it's time to step in and do something.
Yeah, like one house that we did, we were actually working with a fairly well-known psychic, and at first he said he was going to help out. The family would just have to do a donation, whether it's community service or something like that. And then all of a sudden, a month later, he wants to charge them $350. I'm like, no, you're gone. They got a single income. They got 4 kids, all with medical issues. They can't afford that.
That's insane.
No. Hey, Eileen, how you doing? I couldn't believe it when he told me. I was just like, are you kidding me? I mean, I suspected it. Hey, Todd, I see you in there, brother. I'm sorry.
Hey, Todd. What's up,
that's
brother?
why I thought it was a beautiful thing after, you know, we talked, Kevin. You know, you did so much to help that family.
Yeah.
And, you know, I don't know them, But thank you for being the person that you are, and thank your team for doing that.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Yeah,
and that was one of your harder cases, wasn't it?
yeah, they actually had a demonic entity in the basement that we got rid of for them.
Awesome.
They had a lot. They had a lot going on. They really did.
That family, the 4 kids were on the autism spectrum. So
Wow.
there was a lot going on there, and
Yeah, we just did a case not too long ago where this older brother was conjuring, and the younger brother was autistic, and it got so bad that the younger brother was being affected bad. And it took us hours and hours and hours to rid that house.
mhm.
And that kid was suffering. When I find out there's a kid involved, I'm on it.
Right.
It's immediate to me.
Well, this family, we actually found out that one of the kids that was higher on the spectrum was actually inviting these things in because they portrayed themselves as a friendly kid that wanted to play with them. So he wanted friends because he doesn't have any. So yeah, come in, let's play, and one thing leads to another.
It's just
It's sad,
so
and
much of that.
the kids
Yeah.
don't really understand what they're doing.
Right.
No.
You know,
I mean, and I've seen that a lot recently, and it's not just kids with ones with autism are so much more susceptible.
absolutely.
Yes, they are.
Yes,
There's a lot
a
of
lot.
what I'm seeing is children dabbling in things they shouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, like I said, one of the reasons this show is, like, both my shows are very important to me because they're both very different platforms. The Wicked Women of Paranormal, that's my platform and support for women. This platform is for anybody that is involved in the paranormal, that is out here. They just want to make a difference. And we are the ones that have to make people understand we're not on TV. This
Right.
is not,
Don't
this is
wanna
real
be.
life. And those TV shows, sometimes there's some good ones, but there are some that give the wrong impression.
Yep.
And these kids are so susceptible.
To
And
trying to, yeah.
so, yes, Eileen, yep, if anybody needs help in Mississippi, Eileen Jones, you get in touch with her. She can't do it. She got somebody that can. And you still have a relationship with that family.
Yes, we do.
And that's a beautiful thing.
Yep. Yeah.
And
After all this COVID crap goes away, then we're gonna go down and visit them, see how they're doing, and
That's awesome.
basically once the way I run my team is if you become a client of ours, you're a client for life.
yeah. Come on, Kevin. I don't even know you that well, but I know it ain't you're a client, you're family. I can tell.
Yeah. Yes.
And that's how it should be. Some of these people, it's hard, but some of these people, they need the continued support.
Yes, they do.
You never know just how bad it affects people. It changes you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does. It does.
I mean, and
Yeah,
other than
I
that,
keep in contact with families
Yeah.
too. I do, especially the one with children.
Right.
I just want to make sure that everything's good. Do we need to come back? Do you just need more support?
Mm-hmm.
It's a lingering because they're always waiting for it to happen again.
Right.
yeah, there needs to be continued maintenance.
Yep.
Yep.
Now, do you have any younger members on your team, Kevin?
Not really. I guess the youngest would probably be my wife, who's 38.
Okay. Do you have a mature team?
Age-wise, yes.
I'd like to say the same thing about our family. Notice I said
Not
would
even
like,
close.
not even close. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Well, now, do you do paranormal 101s
No,
in your area?
no, not yet.
Yeah, I'd like to see you be able to do that. I think you'd be good to do that, especially with the location that you are able to access. That would be a good location to do them at, because we've got a
Yeah.
lot of young people out here that, hey, let's go. We're gonna go hunt. We're gonna go find us some ghosts. Next thing you know, they're running out with their tails between their legs.
Well,
Um,
is Wisconsin paranormal friendly? Do places accept uh, things like that? Some places here won't even talk to you about it.
let's
Won't
not
let
talk
you
about
in.
Georgia.
Yeah.
It all depends on the person that owns it. Like one of my newer team members tried getting us into a theater that's actually open an investigation yet for a murder from back in the 80s, and they just totally shut us down. She said that it's not haunted, and even though everybody that works there has had experiences, and so it all depends on the person that owns it.
Okay, so the community's pretty okay with it. It's just the owners or sometimes the city.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, that's one place like I said, I really have to get up there. I have a friend that I lost when I was young who's buried up there, and I've never gotten to visit her grave. So I definitely need to get up there.
Well,
Um,
supposedly I have a half brother that lives in Wisconsin that I've never met. So,
Party at Kevin's house.
right?
Yes, the Parathug has on headphones tonight, Eileen, because I can't hear shit. Yeah. So, well, yeah, road trip, Sheila. We're gonna
Yeah,
go hang with
I'm
Kevin and his
in.
wife. We're gonna
Let's
go pick up
go.
some Bigfoot cups. Um,
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
that made my evening. That was for you, Denise. Um, what would be one of the? I mean, have you looked into any property? Is there a lot of property for sale that locations in that area?
There's a few that are for sale. Um, Most of them, well, I know of one that's for sale for $2 million. Um, the the school that I was standing in front of for the promo picture, that's actually for sale right now for $250,000.
Oh wow,
Um, there's a haunted bar that used to be a brothel, about 30 miles away from me.
that's
That's
my new thing. That's
that
my
one.
new thing. Can you get in there?
I can
Oh, I'll
try.
see you. Oh wow, yeah, brothel is my new thing. I typically like prisons, but brothels are my new jam. Maybe if I worked in one, I could get enough money to buy us a location. Probably not. Probably not.
Yeah,
Money's not like it used to be.
yeah. That one's for sale for about 200,000.
Yeah,
But
there's so much like we've got to do something to get you that get you going with that nonprofit. There's so much good we could do and
mhm,
preserve history, and I think that's what we all want to do.
right.
And Eileen said, "Wait, I heard party when, where, I'm down," and yes, she is. And I think Vicky's going too. So yeah, you'll have I'm gonna say it, people, because it just feels good coming out of my mouth. She's part of WTF Paranormal. Um, what the fuck? Who knew? And the Master Wiener Slinger is their mighty leader. Ghost Dogs, people, Franklin, Kentucky. There's my promo for the evening. What is the major move for you coming up with your team in the future that you really want to focus on?
I guess basically finding more places to do tours. Right now, I can do tours at the hotel, well, about 4 months out of the year. Um, Spring and summer is his busy time, so he doesn't want any then. And in winter, he's gone for 2 or 3 months back to California.
Oh, nice.
Um, so I guess basically finding at least one more location for tours, keep us busy all year round.
Are those overnight? Do you do overnight tours?
The hotel, they can book a room to spend the night if they want. Otherwise, our tours go until midnight.
Okay. So it's one of those book a room and you can investigate all night long.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go, Sheila. We got a place to stay. Todd's driving.
Right. Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
He's always
Todd's
driving.
Yeah, he's always driving. About had a heart attack this past weekend. Todd, love you. It wasn't him, it was me. I'll just be honest. What when I used to drive through there was a restaurant, I believe it was named Hobo. It always gave me the chills, but it had the best food. Do you know a place called Hobo?
No. What town was it in?
Vicky? Yes, Eileen, I am proud of you because you don't even like to drive, and the fact that you drove on ice and everyone is alive, great. Yes, Denise likes to sit behind Todd on our trips and stick her finger in his ear the whole time. This is our life. Well, now, does anybody have their kids involved at all? Like, or does everybody in your group have grown kids?
Well, basically, just for liability reasons, we don't let anybody under 18
Okay.
on. My kids have done it a little bit here and there before they were 18, but it doesn't interest them.
Yeah, I get that. My kids said, screw that noise. They don't even half the time want to hear about it anymore. It would be nice to get them more involved. Okay, about south of Green Bay. Okay. I'm no help because I don't know your area.
I'm about 30 minutes south of Green Bay, so I don't know where that restaurant would be.
Yeah, she said she quit driving in 2008, so it might not be there anymore.
Probably around Sheboygan, I guess.
Well, we can't eat there anymore, Vicky. It's probably haunted. Yeah, we have I myself am an overachiever. I have a team here in Atlanta that is my brother, my sister-in-law, and my 16-year-old niece. And then us as the Black Wolf, we have Zachary, which is Todd and Leanne's son, and his girlfriend. They're both one's 21, one's 22, and they go with us. Denise Pack, all four of her kids have been involved since they were in diapers.
Mm-hmm.
So we try to work a lot with the young people as best we can. We do events here and there. We're hoping to get some stuff going this year so we can try to teach people a little bit.
Sure.
But we don't know what the travel's looking like this year. I don't think anyone does.
It's whatever they tell us it's going to be.
And I don't know if I believe that half the time. They also told me the sky is blue, but yeah, no. Well, is there any who would be one of your people that inspired you in the paranormal community?
Growing up, I guess it would have been Jason Hawes and Grant. They were the very first show I ever started watching, and from there I started watching other shows. Ghost Adventures I never cared for because he always antagonized everything, but
Yeah, we get it.
I still watch it just for the historical
Laughs.
locations
Yeah.
and basically looking for future investigation spots.
Yeah,
So
I kind of boycotted it because everyone, I have to do it every show. I boycotted Ghost Adventures after Nick left, so it happens.
yeah.
Still love the rest of you guys, but once Nick, I jumped ship. I'm a huge John Zappas. Ed and Lorraine meant a lot to me.
Uh-huh.
I
I
don't
just
think,
watched a documentary on him, man.
Oh, the Hell and Back or whatever
Yeah.
it's called. Yeah, and a lot of people, if you know that John Zappas was their nephew. So he's kind of like the big I like the more toned down investigators. Dave Schrader is another one that I think very highly of.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see Dave Schrader going somewhere and going, "If you're a demon, beat the hell out of me." Yeah, that kind of starts the investigation off, kind of.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah, I think if you go in inviting trouble, you're going to get trouble.
Yep.
yeah, I mean, I think that's one of the things. I'm not trying to be the best paranormal investigator out there. I'm trying to be the best me I can be.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to touch as many people as I can. But, we're all different. We all bring something different to the table that's special.
Right.
To me, you seem like a very loving human being that, you're not someone that's unapproachable like Todd Eskew. Todd, you're really not unapproachable, but I had to throw that jab in there. Sheila, our groups are all made up of separate entities, but we're just a big ass dysfunctional family.
Mhm.
Her and Sheila have Southern Paranormal, so they've done a lot of residential commercial cases. Sheila is one person that I'll tell you, if you have any veterans in the area when we come to visit, please believe she's going to find every single one of them, and it'll touch your heart. If
Don't matter where we are.
Doesn't matter. They find her. And if you ever get a chance to go to Attica, Indiana, you need to go to the McDonald's. It's
amazing.
wonderful area.
Okay.
They have a little diner there. Well, like local, small town. Everybody goes there to eat.
Mhm.
We would find the one that's 101 years old. Everybody in the restaurant was crying by the time it was over. Yes, the hostesses, waitresses, it was a beautiful thing. So we do try to touch as many people, whether they're alive or dead.
I know. I'll walk out and everybody's squalling. I'm like, what are y'all crying for, man?
Denise, you're not unapproachable. Yeah. And that's the important thing. And like I said, if you who would have thought you would have been able to get away from that second job of yours tonight? And
right?
You're giving up a lot of money right there just to be on my show.
I know.
I mean, throwing ones at the screen. I feel like
let me go get some cash. I'll help you out, Beth.
What would be the most prolific experience you have had? Like that just really made you question your sanity?
I guess the one that made me question my sanity would be the very first one. Was when I was about 14, I saw a blue orb about the size of a softball floating down the hallway towards my bedroom at 11 o'clock at night. And then I switched bedrooms afterwards, and then I saw a red orb the size of a softball rotating counterclockwise above my bedroom door. I've seen that one twice.
Yeah, that would kind of.
That would kind of like freak me out too.
Yeah.
But I guess the one that freaked me out the most was driving down the road at midnight, and there was something black standing on the edge of a field and the ditch line, red glowing eyes, and I could see it watching me as I drove by. I looked out my driver's side window. Eyes were still glowing, so it wasn't a reflection of anything. And from what I could tell, it had 4 feet, but it was so black it kind of just blended in with everything else. The headlights couldn't penetrate what it was. Like, if it was a deer, you could see it was a deer.
Yeah.
This you couldn't tell.
Okay. Yeah. Now, what is the lore of your area? I mean, is there any?
Well, that was located close to what everybody up here calls Hotel Hell.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It was an old hotel from the early 1900s, and rumor is there was a band of witches there that in the front, it was actually a flower planter, but they said it was a well. They conjured up a portal right to hell, and weird things happened, and
Of course they did.
yeah.
Imagine that.
Imagine that.
But actually, that hotel, when it was in operation, did have ties to the mafia.
That in
Wow.
itself is enough. Is it still standing?
Yeah,
No.
where are we going?
No, I think it was 2011. A tornado came through and knocked most of it down.
Of course.
Well, yeah, of course. But hey, just because it ain't standing, don't mean there ain't.
Right?
There. Just
Right.
saying. Can you imagine just the traumatic
I
energy
know.
from the tornado? Stir it up. Oh,
Yeah.
Vicky was wondering what was your very first paranormal experience and how old you were.
Pretty much just covered that. That was the blue orb when I was 14.
Okay, I didn't hear the age, so bodies in the cooler. Yeah, there probably were.
Could be.
Kevin, this is just like I live too far away, man. Now I'm just like I'm already driving 30 hours in June to Montana.
Well, you can swing through Wisconsin on the way. It's only like 12 hours out of the way.
Sheila, he's given us a whole other place to go. Just
I'm in.
like,
I'm always in.
where are you going?
I keep a bag packed for these occasions.
Yeah. 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 I'm going to definitely need to look into a tire plan because, this is what it's all about, making those connections, growing your
Absolutely.
family.
Right.
You're always welcome with us. That's the one thing we stand by. Our family can grow as much as it needs to. We got a lot of love and enough love for everybody.
Yeah, and if when you guys do make it up to Wisconsin, hit me up and we can set something up for you guys too.
Awesome, man.
RV.
I like
So
Eileen's idea. We need a private parajet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, because I got to somehow get her here, like, because she's in Mississippi, I'm in Georgia. We're just
cool.
all over the place, you know. And, let's start a GoFundMe.
A parafund-me.
Oh, parafundme, that would be great. We'll see how far that gets us. I'm like, okay, so we need someone. You know what? I'm going to get Miranda Young to do all the artwork on the van or the RV because she's super talented.
Absolutely.
Kevin, if you don't follow her, you need to follow her, the Ghost Biker.
Okay.
She's amazing.
Yes, she is. Sheila and I are her two biggest fans.
Vroom, vroom.
Vroom, vroom. She is a beautiful soul inside and out. And yes.
And she goes all these destinations on her bike by herself.
Yeah,
I'm like,
by herself.
Oh, girl.
She actually has a YouTube channel that she has. She's on her fixing to start her fourth, or this was her fourth. But Soul Sisters Paranormal, which is Dr. Chris Sumner, that's her best friend. We ever want to put something together, we're letting Chris do all the talking. We could listen to her talk forever. I could see her narrating this whole journey for us. And the Midnight Wolf Pack, the Black Wolf, the Wicked Woman, they all were on their way to Wisconsin. As they approached the state line, there could be all kinds of. I can see it now.
Clothes were flying all over inside the van.
There was cream filling everywhere. I can see how that would work out. As Kevin looked distraught as Kevin approached the parapole on the RV. God, if you cannot drive TV or RV or fly plane, I can't. We are special. Todd, you're not flying a damn plane. This is my life. Yeah, we've got a lot of a lot of hot spots. We'd love to, get you to, we have those places just like you, that mean something to us. And, it's Octagon Hall is one of those. Old Stone Jail, Franklin, Kentucky, both of them are. Vicki Norris is actually part of that team that runs Old Stone Jail.
Yeah, I can't wait to get back up there.
Denise, you are yourself. Denise has been trying to post this herself for quite some time, Kevin.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Ernie fixed you. You know what? We're not going to talk about that live.
Yeah, that's a different conversation.
Yeah. But, we definitely want to get together with you. Once you get things rolled, snakes on the plane, Beth would love it. Oh, my God, Sherry. I'm not scared of a lot, but that's a hard no to snakes. Sheila
hard
is
no.
Denise is also. There would be bullet holes in the plane.
Hard no. Look, I'm short, and these little legs can move when I see a snake. But you let me see a Sasquatch, and I'm on the ground. It's amazing.
I'll share that story with you in the future. That's a whole other show.
Just know that short people don't run well with a lot of layers of clothes. It's
Let
not
me
possible.
Give you a visualization.
Shut
the
up.
movie A Christmas Story.
Yeah, the kid.
That was her.
That's a true.
Such a true story. And
it is, man.
she got took out by a Charlie Brown Christmas tree limb. but she saved her sister. Um,
Oh my God, it was great.
her team shirt will state, "Save yourself." Um, it was great.
It was,
Yeah,
man.
Sheila Brown was almost a backbrush for Sasquatch.
I was, man. I was like in 50 feet of being a backbrush, man. It was, and all I could do is laugh. And I was thinking, what am I going to tell my family? What are these people going to tell my family? I'm going to my other friend Sheila was there, and she's trying to get me up, and I couldn't get up. I'm going, save yourself, save yourself.
Just rolling on the ground. Save yourself.
It was great, man.
Yeah, it's twinkling.
She says its eyes are twinkling. Get up, come on, it's coming.
Yeah. I know
Okay.
you were expecting a paranormal show. I didn't mention that it's a
Sorry.
paracomedy. It's a paracomedy.
So what advice would you give to new teams out there that are wanting to get into this field?
I guess do your research, do the history on the locations. Definitely get permission. And if you put a team together, a good friend of mine told me, the way the team works best is to be a family. Everybody needs to get along. Everybody needs to basically feed off of each other and feed into each other. And that's the best way to have a team.
And honesty is the best policy.
Yes.
Yep.
And do you have any current cases that you're working on?
We have 2 privates that we got to do reveals for. The one, her boyfriend had just committed suicide and she wanted some closure.
Oh.
And we got some EVPs for that. Another one, her 3-year-old son was being affected by what he called a boogeyman. So we investigated that. They actually got quite a few spirits there, and also non-human entity, but not a negative one.
So you're staying busy.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, that's really good. And like, once you get up and running with, what you're trying to do, you make sure you let us know, because we'd love to help out part of that.
Okay.
Just keep us in mind. And, like I said, I got Mississippi covered, and I got a hookup in Texas for a couple. You're not going to throw David out of the RV as it's moving to the island. That would be a whole nother investigation. Are we leaving him at the Hotel Hell? I don't know which one is going to happen. Do you have do you have a website, or do you just have the Facebook?
Yeah, we have a website, Sense Paranormal LLC.com. And we got the Facebook page.
Do you all have a YouTube channel also?
No, not yet.
Okay. And does your wife have her own business, or she just crafts for fun?
She has a page on Facebook, Melissa's Crafty Creations or something like that.
Look for her, people. Get your Sasquatch. Here it is.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Where did she get that?
She made it.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Sweet. That's awesome.
We're all about supporting, small business owners and, para family.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that you go by, give them a like. You can check them out, like you said, at their website. He's very knowledgeable, and he will help. You know, if you just need somebody to talk to, he'll even talk to you about that if you're local to his area.
You don't even have to be local.
Yeah, I mean,
if you want advice, just hit me up, Messenger or whatever, and
that's just don't interrupt his second job. He is a male escort on the side. He will work for paranormal equipment. Just saying. But guys, I really want to thank everybody for joining us in chat tonight. You know, I'll probably have Kevin on again in the future so you can hear more about what him and his team are doing. I appreciate all the support, you know, that you give me, you give Midnight Wolf Pack, the Black Wolf. You know, it's been quite a year for us, and you know, we're just hope we can continue reaching out, touching the community, and doing the best we can to, you know, keep it honest. So look forward to next Monday. I have psychic Chris Garcia is going to be joining me. I've got Jill Shelley next week also on Thursday. So, you know, much love. Hug your family. Stay warm if you're in the cold. And I'll see y'all soon. You guys just hold on. We're going to go back to Dave.
Okay.
all right,
Hey,
Much
thank you
love,
for all
everybody.
you do, man.
no problem.
Thank you.